GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Wildwood. I'm Jessica Hart. This week's hot housing market saw homes under $350,000 fly off the shelves, and tomorrow's beach forecast promises warm temps with moderate surf. Traffic is clear, and tonight's Sunset Lake live music series kicks off. Over to you, Jake.
The Wildwood Yoga on the Beach class meets every Saturday at sunrise on the south end of the boardwalk, offering free sessions for all ages.
Participants bring their own mats and water bottles, while the instructor, certified in Vinyasa Flow, guides a 30-minute routine focused on breath and balance.
The session attracts locals and visitors alike, with attendance typically ranging from 20 to 30 people, and the beach remains open to other morning walkers.
Lots to get to, let's begin, and we'll guide you through today's stories, keeping you informed as you start your day in Wildwood. Good evening, Wildwood. During the week of June 15th through 21st, Cape May County saw a steady flow of homes selling for $350,000 or less. Across the county, from Wildwood to the inland towns, prospective buyers snapped up affordable properties, with dozens of transactions recorded in that 7-day span. Real estate agents note that the market's focus on lower-priced homes is providing options for families and first-time buyers looking to settle in the shore region. Sellers benefited from the demand, moving listings quickly without price drops. The activity highlights that even as coastal markets tighten, Cape May County continues to offer entry-level housing that fits modest budgets. Buyers and sellers alike are seeing the benefits of a balanced, affordable segment within the local market. Local brokers reported that the median price for these homes hovered just under the $350,000 mark, reinforcing the county's reputation for value.
Today's Jersey Shore forecast brings warm temperatures and moderate surf along the New Jersey coastline. The NJ 101.5 weather team reported that highs will climb into the 70s with gentle breezes, while wave heights are expected to range from 2 to 3 feet, ideal for casual swimmers and boardwalk strolls. Conditions should stay consistent through the afternoon, with occasional cloud patches over the bays. Lifeguards note the surf remains manageable for families, though they advise a quick check of posted flags before heading out. Visitors can expect pleasant evenings as temperatures dip only slightly after sunset. The outlook gives both residents and tourists a clear picture for planning beach activities, from sunbathing on the Wildwood Boardwalk to a relaxed paddle in the calmer bay waters. Overall, the day looks inviting for everyone.
Police in North Wildwood announced that 2 suspects were taken into custody following a violent assault on June 22nd. A 20-year-old man and a 17-year-old juvenile were arrested on June 25th after investigators linked them to a conspiracy to commit aggravated assault and to the assault itself. The district attorney filed charges of conspiracy to commit aggravated assault and aggravated assault against both individuals. Authorities said the incident prompted a swift public safety response, noting concerns from neighboring communities about the heightened risk. Detectives described the operation as coordinated, emphasizing that the arrests were the result of extensive evidence gathering and witness cooperation. North Wildwood Police Department confirmed the investigation began after calls reported a confrontation near Town Park on June 22nd. Prosecutors said the charges could bring significant custodial sentences if convicted. The case now moves forward through the criminal justice system, with the accused awaiting arraignment.
NJ Transit announced a system-wide fare increase of 3% starting tomorrow. The hike brings the cumulative rise since 2024 to 21% across the state's rail, bus, and light rail services. Agency officials said the adjustment is needed to generate extra revenue and address a budget shortfall tied to expenses from the recent World Cup. Commuters can expect the new price structure on all regular tickets, passes, and fare cards, with the increase applied automatically at the point of purchase. Daily commuters who ride multiple trips each day may see their monthly costs rise by a few dollars. The agency warned that the deficit stems from higher operating costs and reduced subsidies linked to the tournament's infrastructure commitments. While the raise is modest, it adds to a series of fare adjustments that have strained riders' budgets over the past 2 years.
The state has cut the seasonal electric bill credit for South Jersey customers, slashing the amount from $100 to $25. The reduction applies to households across the southern part of the Garden State, including Wildwood, where many families already face steep power prices. Officials say the change stems from tighter budget constraints that forced the government to lower the assistance program. Utility providers will begin applying the new credit amount this month, meaning residents will see a smaller offset on their next statements. Consumer advocates warned the cut could tighten household budgets further, especially as summer demand pushes rates higher. The adjustment reflects the state's effort to balance its finances while still offering some relief, albeit at a reduced level, to those struggling with electricity costs. Residents are encouraged to review their bills closely to understand the impact of the lower credit. Later, we'll hear how Wildwood police are rallying volunteers for a beach cleanup after the June 9 debris spill. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Welcome back, everyone. Here, the latest headlines, and now over to Jake for our local stories, weather updates, and community events.
Wildwood Police Department teamed with state and local agencies to clear a massive debris spill that hit Wildwood Beach on June 9th. By the following day, crews had hauled away piles of plastic fishing gear and other waste that threatened swimmers and shoreline stability. More than 40 volunteers, 2 patrol boats, and several trucks used nets and shoreline vacuums to pull debris from the water and sand, helping restore the area before the weekend crowds arrived. The coordinated effort restored the sand and boardwalk, allowing families and tourists to return safely. Police officials said the swift response prevented hazardous conditions and protected the beachfront that supports the town's summer economy. Residents who had planned weekend outings reported cleaner stretches of shore and clearer water. The department will continue routine monitoring to ensure the area stays safe throughout the season.
3 brand new electric Volvo shuttles are set to join the historic boardwalk tram fleet later this summer, expanding the Wildwood's Boardwalk Authority's transportation options. The authority announced the plan on May 8, confirming that the 3 battery-powered vehicles will run alongside the classic wooden trams that have long defined the promenade. Officials say the addition aims to cut emissions and boost reliability for riders moving between the beach, restaurants, and attractions. The electric shuttles will charge at a new station near the Central Pavilion, allowing quick turnover during peak hours. Residents can expect quieter rides and fewer delays as the modern fleet complements the nostalgic charm of the existing trams. Local merchants anticipate increased foot traffic as the smoother service encourages more visitors to explore the boardwalk. The project reflects a broader push toward greener mobility while preserving the boardwalk's unique character.
Detectives with the North Wildwood Police Department took 2 suspects into custody on June 24th, concluding the early week investigation into the assault that occurred on June 22nd. Officers identified Al Pacino Carrero and a juvenile male as the individuals linked to the attack, which left several residents shaken. The arrests followed intensive surveillance and witness interviews conducted after the incident, and both individuals now face assault charges and are slated for a preliminary hearing in early July. Both suspects were booked at the county jail without incident. Police spokesperson said the swift action demonstrates the department's commitment to public safety and reinforces ongoing efforts to deter violent crime in the borough. Community members can expect continued updates as the case moves through the legal system, and the department affirmed it will maintain a visible presence in the area.
On June 22nd, a family traveled to the USS Jacob Jones wreck off Cape May to pay tribute to their grandfather, a World War I sailor interred at the historic site. The group, including his children and grandchildren, spent the afternoon on a guided dive, laying a folded flag and a small plaque near the submerged hull. Relatives said the visit offered a tangible connection to his service, allowing them to honor a life that had long been commemorated only in photographs and medals. The wreck, designated a protected underwater memorial, draws visitors seeking to reflect on the sacrifices of early 20th century naval personnel. Officials noted the site's ongoing preservation ensures that stories like this veterans remain accessible to future generations. Their quiet ceremony reminded nearby residents that personal histories often intersect with the broader maritime heritage that shapes our coastal identity.
The Cape May County Zoo confirmed that its 2 resident snow leopards, Maliha and Batar, died within weeks of each other, with both deaths recorded on June 19th. Zoo officials said the loss removes 2 of the facility's most popular and genetically valuable cats, leaving the big cat collection markedly reduced. Staff members noted that the animals had been part of the zoo's conservation breeding program and attracted many families to the wildlife park. The sudden passing of both felines has sparked concern among visitors who regularly plan trips to see the rare predators. The zoo has announced it will review its animal care protocols and explore options for future snow leopard acquisitions, though no timeline was given. Local wildlife enthusiasts are mourning the loss of two iconic animals that had become fixtures of the county's attraction.
Now let's turn to tonight's outlook and see what the skies have in store.
A steady ridge and a modest northwest keep tonight's clear skies and mild breezes in check. On this day, the all-time high for Wildwood sits at 89 degrees, recorded during the 2018 heat wave that pushed the entire region into the mid-90s for several consecutive days. The all-time low is 56 degrees, set in 2022 when an early autumn cold snap slipped south behind a lingering trough, dropping nighttime temperatures well below the June norm. By contrast, the 30-year normal high hovers around 82 degrees and the normal low near 64, making today's expected 82 high and 66 low comfortably typical. The radar screen is completely blank across the county, no echoes from thunderstorms or rain bands. That emptiness reflects a high-pressure dome holding steady, with the modest northwest jet aloft capping any ascent. With no lift to spark clouds, the clear sky will persist into the evening, and the next pulse of moisture isn't expected until midweek. Turning now to tonight's outlook. At 6 p.m. Wildwood sits at 81 degrees under a cloudless sky, humidity 60%, and a light southerly breeze at 9 miles per hour. Pressure is near average and holding steady, while a 16-mile-per-hour northwest jet streams aloft, reinforcing the surface ridge that dominates the mid-Atlantic. That ridge suppresses lift, so no rain is on the horizon and temperatures will drift down slowly after sunset at 8:28. Expect a mild night low of 66 degrees, then a quiet morning that climbs back to a high of 82 by midday. The UV index peaks at 9, and wind remains below 16 miles per hour from the south. No weather alerts are in effect. With the atmosphere locked in place, let's look at the 5-day trend. Wednesday opens with a clear sky and a modest ridge, nudging temperatures to a high of 84 and a low of 70. Thursday stays under the same high-pressure blanket, delivering 82 degrees at peak and a comfortable 72 night. Friday the ridge intensifies, pushing the thermometer up to 91 with a low of 77, and Saturday mirrors that warmth, another 91 high under clear skies. Sunday introduces a subtle southerly flow that cracks the ridge, bringing a partly cloudy veil and a 20% chance of rain. Highs dip to 81 while lows hold at 73. The pattern shows a week of sustained heat under high pressure, then a slight cooling and moisture return at week's end. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
Traffic's clear tonight, the Flyers return with Nikita Grebinkin, and Super Wawa's doo-wop-themed shop breaks ground. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
All major routes through Wildwood are moving freely this afternoon. Route 1, the Garden State Parkway, and County Route 22 show no backups, and the boardwalk access roads are clear. Drivers heading to the shore or heading inland can expect a smooth ride for the next hour. No accidents or roadwork are reported, so there's no need to reroute. In the transit arena, NJ Transit's bus Route 510 circulator between Wildwood and Rio Grande stays on schedule, as does the express Route 316 from Philadelphia through Wildwood to Cape May. Riders can count on regular service through the evening. Looking ahead, the usual evening rush is likely to build after 5 o'clock, especially on the coastal highway toward Cape May, but for now the streets remain open and traffic light. Stay tuned for any updates as the day progresses.
Friday night fireworks light up the boardwalk this evening, a bright splash of color that families love to watch from the sand. At sunset, the Sunset Lake live music series rolls out free performances, perfect for a picnic or a stroll by the water. If you're looking for a calm start, Wildwood Yoga on the beach offers guided sessions on the shoreline, a gentle way to stretch before the day heats up. Downtown Wildwood Farmers Market opens in the plaza, where local growers and artisans showcase fresh produce, baked goods, and handmade crafts, ideal for a quick grocery run or a weekend brunch plan. And mark your calendars. The Barefoot Country Music Fest kicks off on the 1st of July, promising multiple live acts and a weekend of country-style fun for the whole town. With music, movement, and market stalls filling the streets, today sets the tone for a vibrant summer in Wildwood. And now here's Luke with sports.
Here's the latest on Philadelphia's teams and the offseason buzz. Broad Street Hockey reports that forward Nikita Grebinkin has finally stepped back onto the ice after his upper body injury sustained against the Sharks on March 21st. The timeline stretched far beyond the original 10-day estimate, and his return signals progressed toward full health. According to Broad Street Hockey, the Flyers have agreed to a one-year contract with forward Carl Grundstrom, reportedly worth $1 million. Though not yet official, the deal positions him for the September training camp and adds depth to Philadelphia's forward group. Broad Street Hockey notes that Philadelphia is reportedly eyeing Norris Trophy winner Zach Werenski, but cautions that a trade could carry significant risk. Potential concerns include salary cap impact, chemistry shifts, and losing a top-level defenseman without guaranteed return. Bleeding Green Nation highlights an ESPN segment questioning whether quarterback Jalen Hurts' future in Philadelphia is at stake this season. The discussion follows his recent minicamp appearance and adds to ongoing speculation about contract and performance expectations. Broad Street Hockey outlines that the Flyers submitted qualifying offers to only 4 of their 10 restricted free agents, leaving the remaining 6 as unrestricted free agents. The article then identifies 5 former RFAs the club might consider adding in the upcoming free agency market. Phillies Nation reports manager Don Mattingly explained his decision to bring Chase Shugart into the 9th inning, emphasizing the need to avoid chasing a win with a strained bullpen. He also addressed the broader challenges facing Philadelphia's relievers in the recent loss.
Super Wawa, perched on the corner of Schellinger and New Jersey Avenues, is the newest addition to Wildwood's Schellinger Avenue corridor. Construction kicked off in early June 2026, replacing the old Rite Aid with a bright doo-wop-inspired convenience store and gas station. Inside, shoppers will find the familiar Super Wawa snacks, fresh coffee, and a modern fuel pump lineup, all wrapped in mid-century styling that mirrors the boardwalk's classic vibe. The store is slated to swing its doors open by September 2026, giving residents and summer visitors a handy stop for quick bites and refueling. It's more than a storefront, it's a nod to our town's retro charm and a boost for local traffic, keeping the neighborhood lively and connected. Now a touching tribute as a family honors their grandfather aboard the USS Jacob Jones wreck off Cape May, a heartwarming moment.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
On the breezy lawn of the Cape May Lose Ferry Terminal, just a short drive north of Wildwood, families are already spreading blankets as the sun dips toward the Delaware Bay. This weekend marks the first notes of a free concert series that will roll every Saturday and Sunday from July 8 through August 26. Local groups like the seaside folk trio Saltwater Strings will strum while gulls wheel overhead, and the highlight will be the America 250 Festival, where indie rock meets the rhythm of the water. Imagine the scent of salty air mixing with fresh-cut grass, a portable grill humming nearby, and children dancing barefoot on the soft turf as a brass band lifts a melody that seems to echo the ferry's own horn. The community gathers without a ticket in hand, only the shared desire to welcome summer with music that feels as open as the horizon. It's a reminder that sometimes the best concerts are the ones you stumble upon, right where the waves meet the shore.
Here on the sun-kissed stretch of the Wildwoods boardwalk, families are spreading blankets, the salty breeze carrying the laugh of children chasing the tide. The Golden Sand, wide and free, has just earned its 3rd straight crown as New Jersey's top shoreline in USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards. I walked past the little kiosk where Mrs. Alvarez sells her famous saltwater taffy, and she was holding up a glossy trophy, its surface catching the late afternoon light. She turned to a group of teenagers, their surfboards propped against a palm-shaded bench, and said, "We've got the best beach in the state, and we all get to share it." That moment, the simple pride that swells in a community when a place they love is recognized, feels as steady as the tide. It's a reminder that the Wildwoods free beaches aren't just a destination. They're a shared backyard where generations gather, play, and watch the sun dip behind the pier. And that feeling of belonging, of a shoreline that belongs to everyone, is what makes this coast a true treasure.
Thank you, Wildwood, for joining us on the local sunset. Tonight's tribute to a grandfather at the USS Jacob Jones wreck reminded us of the power of family and history. We appreciate your time, and we'll be back tomorrow with more stories that matter to our community.